to be, but I don't know what happened today. I'm looking for it on here. Hang on. Um, I get into cleaning the house, and she was up, and then I was like, damn, it's getting kind of late. I better make sure that she gets a nap in. And she wound up laying down later than I wanted, but you know, such is how life is. What can I tell you? Anyhow, so I'm here now, and hopefully she doesn't sleep too late because I don't want her to go to bed super late tonight. Although she usually doesn't give me a hard time about going to bed. You know who's the first guy up? Dylan. He's the one that gets everyone up. Well, he gets me up. I got to take him out, and then she gets up. Then I usually come back in after I've taken him out, and I go back to sleep. But he's like 6 o'clock. We gotta go out. I gotta pee. Not always. Today I don't think he got up until about 7:15. I see ya. What's the outcome between me and Mahad? What is the outcome with me and Mahad? Well, you have the Two of Cups here, which means there is a committed relationship on the horizon if you're not in one right now. And I would say that the relationship could strengthen and you might start a new journey together. But I mean, as far as outcome, like, I'm not going to tell you that this is going to last forever. I mean, I can't tell you that it's going to be, you know, until death do you part. But it does look like there is potential for a significant relationship there. So see what happens. Maggie, love reading for the next week. Love reading for the next week. Love reading for the next week. Well, the love cup is full and you have a wish. So that's positive. Looks like things could be moving forward with a current relationship or a current situation. If you're not in one or there's no one around, could have an earth sign that comes in, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It would be a new energy or relatively new energy, and there's happiness that comes in over the course of the week. Breezy, will I get my loan this month or next month? Will I get it this month? Next month. I don't know that you're going to get it this month. You have the wish card in July. I would say you'll get it in July. I don't know. It seems like things keep getting held up around that loan. I don't know what it is. Love always next 24 hours. Happiness comes in when you feel like the hard work you've put into something you've been working on comes back to you. You also have a wish, put it out into the universe, and the energy around you should be shifting, and you should be feeling much more positive after the next 24 hours. Could have an earth sign around you of significance, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Tiffany, what does tarot want me to know? You're going to have choices with the Seven of Cups. Perseverance pays off. You're ready, willing, and able, and prepared for your life to move forward, and that's what's happening. Water sign comes in. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You're headed towards the 10 Cups being full. Stephanie. Oh, long time no see. How you been? What did Ara think of me yesterday during bowling? What did Ara think of me yesterday during bowling? Okay, I would say that this person had a good time bowling. They thought that you, well, the Hermit card is like feeling like this person is smart, intelligent, strong, intelligent, smart, fun-loving, fun to be around, unique, creative, and like things are moving forward. I would think that whoever R is, they had a good time and it was a good impression. Breezy, general. Okay, you are being guided by the divine, which is going to lead you to starting a new journey of some type. It also looks like negativity moves into the past when disappointment moves into the past. So you may be getting over a disappointment, and also negativity goes with it. Seven of Pentacles, the hard work that you've put into something possibly business or career related will bring in some extra money. You may be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and your intuition is heightened, so definitely listen to your intuition. Stephanie, we did, what did he think when I drunk text him? Okay, what did he think about the drunk texts and calls? I think he thought it was funny and that it was a good time, or that like like Nine of Wands is like feeling like relief around the situation, or being happy that that you contacted him. I think he thought it was funny. Mr. Maurice, happy Juneteenth. General reading for the next 4 weeks. Sure. The next 4 weeks. Things change for you for the better quickly. You may be starting a new journey. It looks like you got negativity moving into the past. An old wound may be healing and it's moving into the past. You won't have to deal with it again. And it looks like out of the clear blue sky, you may run into somebody you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. They could be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, possibly an old friend or somebody, and it would be somebody that you would be happy to run into. It looks like you may be feeling a little bit better respected at work or business. You also could be getting better compensated over the next 4 weeks. Something comes in that causes celebration. Could have a new business or job opportunity. Maybe taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You also could be making time for gatherings, parties, or festivities. I don't know if you have like any events coming up, but there may be some kind of celebrations that come up over the next 4 weeks. You also have a wish, put it out into the universe, and you have a little bit of luck coming in. So should be a good couple of weeks. Breezy, will moving to Atlanta be good for me? Like, how will it go? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like it's a bad decision. It looks like it would be a good decision, or it has the potential to be a good decision to lead to more, to lead to a good job, or to lead to new social life. The only thing is, whenever somebody wants to move, I always I go into like, what's the reason you want to move? Is it just because you feel like, hey, I need a change of scenery? I've been living, I don't know, in Maine. It's freezing here. I'd like to go live somewhere where it's warmer, maybe more affordable. I think I would do better here. Then I would say definitely make the move. But if you're making the move because you want to run away from something, then I would say not to do it. Because if you're doing it to run away from something, which I've definitely thought about in my day, years ago I was planning on moving to Rome. Yeah. Like, I went as far as finding out what it was going to take for me to get the dog I had at the time over to Italy because I was running away. If that's the situation and you feel like I need to get away from this, whatever it is, then I would say reevaluate whether or not you really want to go, only because, I mean, it's true, wherever you go, your problems and your situations really do go with you. It doesn't matter where in the world you are. But like, when you're doing something because it's going to serve your highest good, it's always positive. Or even if you feel like you made a mistake, or you feel like it's still positive. It's an experience. It's putting experience in your, in your life. Changing locations can't be bad because it's a new experience. Seeing a different part of the country, whatever. But If you're doing it because you're trying to run away from something, the energy is a little bit different. So that's really a question for you. But if you did decide to move, I think you would have good luck. I think you would be prepared and it would serve you well. But the other thing is just, that's my 2 cents from just what I've read over the course of my life with people that have done, got up and moved because they were like, I got to run away from this. And most of the time they end up coming back, which is a pain in the ass. Anyhow. Vicky, hanging out with Jay tomorrow. How's it going to go? Will he want to do this more often? Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think he is going to want to do it more often, or it becomes a regular thing. I think it goes really well. It seems like the two of you hit it off. It seems like communication between the two of you are picking up. It looks like you're listening to your intuition. You guys may come up with like a creative hobby or something that you do together that you both get a lot out of. Could be something fun, exciting, and different. Yeah, I do think that there's more to come. Yeah. It already seems like it's starting to become a regular thing, like seeing him, wait, what is it, every Sunday? Yeah, I would expect it's going to continue. Love always, me and JD. All right, I don't know where you guys are right now in the relationship. It does look like there is room for a little bit of growth and development between the two of you. But ultimately, long term, you may feel like nothing is really growing and nothing is really changing, and it may kind of stress you out. So at some point, you may decide to walk away from this situation because you feel like it's just not going anywhere, or it's just not getting to where you want it to be. But there is some room immediately, I would say, over the next couple of weeks for growth and transformation. But long term, you may feel like there may be even some deceit around this situation. You may feel like it's just not working long term, or it's not getting to the place that you want it to be. I don't know if the two of you are on the same page right now. Ronnie, week ahead. Week ahead. Okay, you've got the world at your feet. You could be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. You may be feeling a little bit better respected and better compensated at work. That fire sign is around Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and you may be thinking about moving homes, changing homes, or upgrading your home. Looks for a cause for celebration comes in around your life sometime this week, with the Two of Pentacles feeling as if life has come back into balance. And you may be starting to feel a little bit more like, I don't know, either relaxed or settled. I don't know what that's about. Looks like a pretty good week. Goddess, July General. Goddess, July General. Okay, in July overall, you've got cause for celebration. You may be working on a creative project that you get a lot out of, and anxiety seems to dissipate. You also may be making a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. You could have commitment potential on the horizon if you're not with anyone right now with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and you're not waiting for your ship to come in, not looking back on the past fondly, but eager for your life to move forward. Adriana, love for the rest of the month. Love for the rest of the month. Well, you got happiness that comes out over love. The hard work you put into your love life is coming back to you, or you may be feeling like finally things are starting to move forward because I have a wish. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You also have an Aquarius that comes in, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. What did I say? An Aquarius that comes in, an air sign comes in, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It also looks like you have good karma coming back to you around love, and somebody could make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Well, we got another 11 days left in the month. see what happens. Lydia, tell me something positive from the Libra. I won't see him 3 days off. Oh, I think, but you'll speak to him though. I think you'll speak to him. Situation can move forward with you and him pretty quickly. You have a new journey on the horizon. The relationship could be strengthening. Two of Cups is a committed relationship. So let's see what happens with this guy. I think you're going to hear from him over the 3 days. I'm not really worried about that. I know that it sucks because you got to go a long time without seeing him, but I don't think that it's not going to skip a beat. I would say this guy is going to be around you, and he's pretty much moving forward. It's got the persistence card. Communication should be good over the next 3 days. I wouldn't worry so much about it. I mean, he seems to be pretty into you, so go with it. Adriana, does Alex want to contact me? Does Alex want to contact me? Okay, I'm only getting a 33% chance, yes, they want to contact you right now. You may have to either give this situation time and space or reach out to him, because it doesn't look like he's reaching out to you in the near future. So I would reach out to him. Nima. Am I? Am I making the right choice by not responding to why? Am I making the right choice by not responding to why? I think you are. I don't know what the situation is, but this is my 2 cents. I don't know what the situation is, but if this is a situation where you feel like it needs to end and that you're not getting out of it what you want, and you're like, that's it, I'm done, then the best thing to do would be not to respond, because once this person gets communication from you, they know that they're kind of back in the game. If you ignore them, which I think is what's going to happen here with the Hermit, and focus on your own needs, I think that you'll be better off for it. Now, if this is a relationship that you want to continue, I wouldn't ignore the person. Ignoring somebody when you really want them in your life doesn't help. It just makes matters much worse. But that's really for you to answer. I don't know what you want out of the situation. But, like, I don't know. A lot of times people play these games where they're like, I guess the intention is I'm going to ignore you because I want you to try harder. But to me, if someone's ignoring me, that's telling me they want me to go away. I'm not a mind reader. So it's really about what you want in the situation. If you're like ignoring this person because you want them to show up on a white horse with roses, that's not going to happen. So I would answer them. But if you're like, you know what, this is bad for me, this has been bad for me, I got to get out of this, then yes. And the cards indicate you did the right thing. But, somebody got annoyed with me yesterday because they felt I wasn't being supportive of them. And I have to say, maybe to everyone that's watching, I don't always know what your intention is in the situation. So it's kind of hard for me to give advice when I don't know what we're trying to do here. Somebody who's trying to end a relationship and maybe feeling like, I feel bad about the situation, or I'm not sure that this is what I want, but I think the best thing for me is to end the situation. Well, then I'm going to advise you a different way than somebody who's trying to cultivate a relationship. So sometimes it's hard for me to answer these kind of questions because I don't know where you're coming from. So I don't know what you want out of the situation. So sometimes it's hard for me to determine exactly which way I should read the cards, because the same thing could I could look at these and say, well, if you really want the situation to continue, well then don't ignore them. Like, then you're well prepared to push the relationship forward. It's different. But I don't always know what the other person is asking. To me, it sounds like you think that this is the right choice. The relationship probably has run its course. You've probably made the decision or the realization that this is not for your greater good, or it's never going to be exactly what you want. So you're ending it. And I would agree with that. Ronnie, spiritual update. You're being guided by the divine, and things should be changing around spirituality for the better quickly. Now, you got the Four of Wands here. I don't know if this means that you're learning how to deal with your connection to the spirit world easier and it's less stressful for you. If that's what I think it is. I think that you're learning how to deal with messages from the other side with less stress around it, and you may be able to shut it down when you need to. You also have a wish coming in, and you have strong spiritual energy around you that's like, I don't know if it's like a guardian angel of some type that's around, but you may be feeling this entity or whatever it is. And it may be something that's new. I would say keep a journal. I don't know if you already do, but keep a journal of premonitions and words or phrases that you hear, because it may mean something at a later date, and you might get a lot of that in like over the next couple of weeks. Lady, Joshua's intentions towards me. Joshua's intentions towards me. I would say, I mean, the Empress is here, which is like love, money, abundance, fertility, and prosperity. I would say that this person may be putting in a little bit more effort to either get to know you better, or communication should pick up pretty quickly. They may be curious as to what's going on or where the situation can go. I don't know what your relationship is right now, but their intentions may be to take it a step further, or to at least inquire about it and see what, put a little effort in and see if they can kind of sense where you're at with them. Because this is like positive relationship stuff. And it could happen kind of quickly. Or all of a sudden you may feel like this person is like paying me a whole lot of attention, and things may move forward pretty fast. Okay, let's see what happens with this guy. Lita. The Capricorn I told you about in the last reading, I blocked, so he sent a friend to add me, which I blocked too. Will he try to contact me again, or use another person to try? Let's see. No, I think he got the hint. I think he got the hint, but like I always say to Kira, don't let your guard down. Like, I wouldn't accept friend requests from people that you don't know, just in case. But it looks like he's kind of got the message that you don't want to have anything to do with him. Was this the ex-boyfriend from years ago that now all of a sudden is showing up and singing a different tune? Yeah, I think he's kind of got the hint, because he's got a tower moment here. And maybe that's exactly what he deserves. Too bad for him. Stupid ass. Rimmel, how does my manager R feel about my work so far? I would say they think pretty highly of you. You're the Four of Wands, which is like long-term potential. They think that you're intelligent, conscientious, smart. You have a lot of potential. You're well-grounded and stable. I think that they think highly of you. I don't think you have to worry about it. Kira for the rest of today. Kira for the rest of today. There may be a Capricorn or a Taurus around you, or both, that could be of significance. It also looks like out of the clear blue sky, I don't know, with Nine of Swords, out of the clear blue sky, something spontaneous could come up that you're not planning. I don't know, maybe it's one of these people that calls you up out of the blue and wants to do something. You're not holding yourself back, and there is growth and transformation coming in between now and the end of the day. You also have a Libra around and a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Got money coming in. I don't know if the money's coming in today, but you have like money coming in here relatively soon with the 9 and 10 of Pentacles. I would say that your perseverance today pays off. If you've been looking to do something, or you're looking for someone to go out or hang out with, something spontaneous should come in out of the blue that would be fun. Or at least the opportunity should come in. Maybe with a water sign. Yeah, it's like something should happen that's like out of the blue. There's also a creative project here. I wonder if somebody's going to want to do some kind of creative project. I don't know. Something spontaneous may happen before the end of the day that's fun, possibly creative, and that you're not planning on, that just shows up. Lady, what will happen in my life next month? Okay, you might make a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you because you've got an offer that would be too hard to turn down. With that, the weight of the world melts off your shoulders. You've got here a fire sign coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You're no longer waiting for your ship to come in. You might see a little good karma come back to you, and the love cup could be full next month. Intuition is heightened. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well. And you got the hard work that you put into something should be coming back to you. Should be a good month because you got the sun coming out over you next month. Should be a pretty nice month. Hopefully we got good things coming in. Kira, tomorrow. Listen to your intuition tomorrow. First card that comes up around you. You may be prepared and excited for your life to move forward tomorrow. Balance comes in. Negativity moves into the past. Maybe feeling a little bit more financially stable tomorrow, and you're well prepared to take on either a new project or a new activity tomorrow or in the near future. You could be spending time with either family or friends or some kind of a gathering. I don't know what that's all about. Feeling prepared and excited. Perseverance pays off. There could be a Libra and a Sagittarius around of importance tomorrow. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care tomorrow also serves you well. Being guided by the divine. You may find yourself at the right place at the right time tomorrow. Cause for celebration comes in. I think tomorrow is Father's Day. I don't know if we're doing anything for Father's Day. Maybe that's what it is, the celebration. I better not forget that. You know, these days, all the one days just blend right into the next, and I don't even remember sometimes what month I'm in. That's not good. But anyhow, yeah, tomorrow may be a pretty good day. Simran. I don't see it yet, so let me do for Kira General. Okay, you have a wish. Oh, you got nice stuff happening. Wish, put it out into the universe. The love cup here is full, and you got the magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Things change for the better for you quickly. A soulmate enters. Could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. May also be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Stepping into your own strength is bringing in growth and transformation. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well. And with the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, you should be feeling a little bit more balanced, better compensated at work, and maybe even feeling a little bit better respected and appreciated. Kira, next week. Got happiness coming out. The first card in front of you is the sun. Oh, making it to the top of the mountain, feeling like you can breathe a sigh of relief. Negativity is moving into the past. The love cup is full. Not bad. You're listening to your intuition. Intuition is heightened. The Fool, starting a new journey or something out of the clear blue sky, spontaneous, comes in next week. Life changes for the better quickly. Could have a Sagittarius that enters and a soulmate show up next week. Could be the same person or they could be two different situations. But you should be feeling very good next week. A little bit of passion comes in, or feeling a little bit more passionately about life itself, and feeling like you're stepping into your own strength. Goddess, what do my guides want me to know? Two of Fire, you've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. Four of Earth, being too frivolous or too cautious with money. Good business decisions and giving to those less fortunate. Five of Earth, fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. I would say you've come into your own. That's a damn good message. Kira, don't let your guard down. Yeah, don't let your guard down, because that's when those bastards get in. Especially because that's like law of attraction thing, right? So whenever you forget about something, that's when it shows up. So as soon as you let your guard down and you forget about it, that's when they get in. They're sneaky. Simran, M came time last night and tried emotionally manipulating me, but I wasn't buying it. I locked my door before I left for work, but I don't know if she picked the lock. Is there signs of like damage to the lock? I think if she picked the lock, you would be able to tell. I don't think she did, because I think that she felt like she was either treated unfairly and that the timing was bad. So I think that she may feel like you have your guard up right now. But once again, don't let your guard down. Now I would do something so that you can record that door. You just, like Simran said last night, you just got to catch her opening the door. I would set up a laptop or an iPad or something, and I would FaceTime yourself, because you just have to catch that door being open. That's it. Or Zoom, because you can record it. Do the Zoom meeting from your cell phone and record it. Because if she's trying to manipulate you and she showed up I don't trust her. I don't know what it is she's trying to do, but there is no reason why she should be in your room. None. If she needs to borrow something, she needs to ask you. She shouldn't be sneaking into your room when you're not there. It's insane. I think that she's, right now, I think she's afraid to try it again, because I think that she feels like you have your guard up. She's going to wait for you to forget about it, and then she may try it again. You know, she's along the same lines as those two other guys. Right now, she thinks you're onto her, but as soon as she thinks that you've forgotten about it, she could try it again. I would set up a camera somewhere. I'm sure that you're much more tech savvy than I am, but you can figure it out. That's definitely do that. Goddess, should I move to Texas or Georgia? Okay, Texas. Georgia. Georgia comes up higher for you. I would say Georgia. Lady, describe my guardian dragon Chipper. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean by your guardian. All right, I'll just ask the cards for, because I don't know what that is. Let's see. Okay, I would say the guardian dragon is either there's good karma around it. So I don't know if it's somebody who is able to help with good karma. I don't know. Good karma and fairness around this entity or guardian. It looks like they may be slow and steady wins the race when they work on things. It may take time, but it's like they do it in their own time through divine intervention, but they're slow and steady. They're genuinely happy. They don't hold themselves back. Things move forward kind of quickly for them in their eyes, but in everybody else's eyes, they may be a very slow mover. I don't know what that's all about. It looks like they have a lot of respect, or they're well respected by their peers. It also looks like there's cause for celebration around your connection to this entity. And there's ambition. They may be working on something very ambitious. Or there's ambition coming in around them. I don't know what that is, but you'll know what it is. It also looks like there may be a new beginning around them, and they could make an offer that would be hard to turn down with the Four of Cups in reverse. Kira, will Steve, non-bio dad, try to see me on Father's Day? I don't have any plans yet. I think so. You got two aces and cause for celebration. Yeah, I think so. If you reach out to him to wish him a happy Father's Day, you'll probably get an invite to something, or if something is going on, you'll probably be included. Booby trap that ass. I agree. Catch this bitch. Because what are you doing in my room? Without me knowing. Like if I said to you, or go in my room and take whatever you need, that's different. But you're sneaking in? Kayla, General from Annie and I. Well, you got the love cup here full, so I don't know what your relationship is, but it could take it on a, it could move into the love zone. It also looks like things could move forward pretty quickly and you have a new beginning on the horizon. Listen to your intuition. There's a new adventure that comes in around you and him, and you're heading towards the 10 cups being full. It also looks like you've got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities, and there's an old wound around you that's starting to heal and move into the past. So that's good. I think things are moving forward with the two of you. Where the heck am I? Kira, Will I get my new trade-in vehicle next week? It's not brand new. I think you can get it next week. I think it takes longest to do the paperwork. Oh yeah, I think you're gonna get it. Is it a Chevy? I don't know why I keep saying that. Like a Blazer? I don't know why I keep hearing that. Yeah, I think you will get it next week. Simran, I don't see it yet, so let's do Kira Love Life next week. Well, you got cause for celebration coming in next week. That's the first card that's around you, and a disappointment moves into the past. Feeling prepared for things to move forward and a little bit lighter energy around love. Now you got a fire sign. I don't know, you can't, right? You don't have a fire sign. Some fire sign may be coming in. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Happiness comes in over your love life. You have a Virgo around as well. Things change for the better for you quickly around your love life. Might be feeling a little bit more respected. Not looking back on the past fondly, but you may be eager for things to move forward and move into the future. And you have a committed relationship coming in. Got a Pisces coming in. Got a Libra around. You may have some options. I think next week there may be a turning point in your love life. Something may happen that makes you feel like, you know what? I'm moving forward. I'm not moving backwards. And finally, I'm back in the game. Simran, I'm getting a new lock and keys for my door on July 6th. Do you think M will try to sneak into my room before that? Yes, I do. Why does it take so long to get a new lock? I would think that you could get something like that done quicker. I don't know what kind of a door you have, but, and I don't know if you can do this, but there are these locks, and I found them, like the yoga studio has them, so I put one on my front door. My dad has one now. My brother has one now because they're the best in the world. If you can get this, like you go to Home Depot, I think that's where I got it, Home Depot. It's got a keypad, and it comes with a code, but you can also change the code. So if you have to give the code out to somebody, don't worry about it because you can change it. And it's relatively easy to install it. If you have a doorknob, all you have to do is take off that doorknob and put it in. They're about $110, but when you leave, you could take that with you and put the old doorknob back on. And you can take it with you anywhere. And it's battery operated, and it's like the best thing in the world because you're never going to get locked out and nobody can get in. They're easy to install. I watched a video on YouTube that explained it to me, and I was able to do it. I think you may need a screwdriver, and that's it. I would suggest that, and I would go and do that now. Like, I wouldn't wait until July 6th. That's too long. It's 3 weeks from now. Yeah, and she's going to try to get in there. Only thing is that if you can somehow set up something to record her, or booby trap it, like Ronnie says, I don't know, like, yeah, then that's what I would do. But these locks are the best thing ever because you're never going to be locked out. You'll never forget your keys because it's by a code, and you can change the code as often as you want, and it's really easy. YouTube videos, you'll do it in 10 minutes. And like I said, whatever lock you have on it right now, you can put that knob back on when you leave and take the lock with you to your next place. Martha. Where's Martha? If me and the Aquarius got together, would it be a karmic relationship? I'm the worst. One day I want nothing to do with him, the others. Okay. Is this a karmic connection? I do think it's a karmic connection, but I don't think that that's a bad thing. I don't think that any connections are a bad thing. What I think is a bad thing is when people get stuck in toxic situations and label them as, you know, my twin flame, and that's why it's toxic. No, I would say it could be a karmic relationship, but I don't think it's a bad thing. And if you're starting to have feelings for him, I think that that's fine. He doesn't look like he's a bad guy. I think that what happens with people that are similar, and you're not the only person that does that, you know, and I've done that myself. Well, one day I hate someone, I'm like, you know what, I'm fucking done with this. And then the next day I'm like, I feel differently. I've been there too, so I get it. But I think that when you're clear about what you want and you put out into the universe, this is what I want, I'm not going to settle for less. You know, I want this, that, and the next thing in the relationship. That should be, like, you'll feel differently, right? So say this guy shows up and you guys are spending time together, but you're sending out clearly to the universe what you want. He'll be that, or he won't be that, but then you'll at least know, like, this is what I don't want, so this is what I want. And getting clear about what exactly it is that you want in a relationship should bring that person to you. I don't think it's a bad thing if you explore this option. I actually think it could be quite positive. Oh, you want a Chevy Blazer? Yeah, I like that. I like them. I would like to have like a truck one day. Look, I like the idea of like sitting up a little bit higher, but I don't know. My brother's got the Challenger, and that's pretty hot too. It, yeah, because the Beetle is just right now. It's really difficult getting Avery in and out because the seat faces the rear. Once it gets turned around to the front, I think it'll be easier. But I got to get her in there. Now that it's the summer, I can take the top down and put her in. That way, that's easier. But otherwise, it's kind of difficult. And sometimes I bang her head on this, trying to get her in. I also like the Chevy Trax. I don't know, I saw somebody here had one. But from what I've heard, they didn't get very good reviews. That's what somebody was telling me. Chevy Trax, it looks really cute. Anyway, Shantae, General. Okay, you got the love cup here full. If you're in a relationship, great things look good. If you're not in a relationship, could have new energy coming in. Maybe a Taurus, could also be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But the next relationship should have long-term potential, or your current relationship should have long-term commitment potential. Four of Wands, once again, that could be long-term potential. It could be upgrading a relationship. It also could be upgrading your home, changing homes, redecorating your home. Whatever it is, it's positive. Feeling a little bit more grounded and stable when it comes to a work relationship. Things start to move forward. Got a Cancer coming in that might be of significance. Cause for celebration comes in around a new business relationship or a new business opportunity where you may be feeling a little bit more respected and better compensated. You've got the World at your feet. Six of Cups in reverse. You're not looking back on the past fondly, but you're looking towards the future, and things are moving forward for you nicely. Good. Good, good, good. Ashley, General for this week. Might be prepared to take on the world this week. Feeling very prepared and very strong, stepping into your own strength. You got a Cancer coming in that could be of significance. Also an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Feeling like life has changed for you for the better quickly. Feeling better respected and better compensated at work, and your intuition is heightened. You also have an Aries coming in that could be of significance. It should be a pretty positive week for you. Kira, only fire sign I know is my ex Cam. He's a Leo and I don't text him. And Daniel is a Sagittarius rising. Okay. Well, maybe it's somebody new. If it was somebody brand new, that would be a great thing. Oh, he's a Sagittarius rising? That explains a lot of his bullshit. Now it's starting to make sense. My nephew Nikki is a Sagittarius rising. He's a Taurus, Sagittarius rising, and he is, let me tell you, he's hilarious. But when he's a teenager, he may be a holy handful. Ashley, will I get my $10,000 grant I applied for? I think you're going to get it. Yeah, I think you're going to get it. You got money coming in, so yeah, you should get something. Ashley, what are Josh the Virgo's next actions towards me? Okay, I would say communication picks up, and this person may want to either see you or get together in the near future. It's like they make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. The sun here is in reverse, which only means that there may be a delay around happiness, but there's still happiness coming in around the two of you. Listen to your intuition. Things could move forward slow and steady between you and him. Ashley, love for July. Being guided by the divine could bring in, being guided by the divine could bring in a Libra and an Aries, or being guided by the divine could bring in good karma with an Aries. Either way, you're being guided by the divine, and something could change around love out of the clear blue sky quickly when you least expect it. And it may have something to do with the Libra and the Aries. There's also an earth sign here, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It looks like negativity is moving into the past, and so is anxiety, especially around love. You might have some options. Feeling well prepared and passionate in the month of July. Could be exploring new opportunities, no longer waiting for your ship to come in, and feeling very successful around love. Kira, did he block me because of his sister not liking me, or because of another woman he's dating? Did he block me because his sister doesn't like me? Did he block me because of another woman? I don't think either reason. I don't think he's got a tower moment around another woman, so I don't think it has anything to do with another woman. And as far as his sister is concerned, I don't think he's paying all that much attention to her. I think he may just think it's the best thing for him to do for himself. I don't know if he's feeling like I should leave this in the past. I don't know if he's somebody from your past. But he may feel like burdened by the situation, so he might need a break from it. That's why he blocked you. I don't think it has to really do with either one, his sister or anyone else. Kira, what will happen if I present Steve with the adult adoption papers tomorrow? I'm starting to talk myself out of it and be worried if I'm asking him to adopt me because he has money or something. Oh, so you think that he might think that you're doing this for financial reasons? I don't know. I can't imagine that that's what... I can't imagine that that's what he would think. Because, like, all right, let's just say, should something happen to him, the way it works, at least, I don't know if it's different state by state, but I learned this with my grandmother. Everything goes to his wife. Now, if something were to happen to her before him, it goes to the children. Now, whether it's biological or not, I don't know how that works. Like, that may be a different situation, but being that you're an adult and they're still children, it may be different. The way that it worked here when we went through this, and this happened to somebody else. Oh, one of my friends. Grandparents outlive the parents. So the grandparents, like, because my mother wasn't here, my brother and I were supposed to, we didn't, get my mother's half. So it would have been my uncle gets 50%, my brother and I each get 25%. It didn't happen because my uncle scammed us. Um, but that's how it's supposed to work. But then there's also like so many other legal things that I don't like. I can't imagine that that's what he would see. Knowing you, knowing the person that you are, knowing your relationship with the kids, like you're not getting anything out of it. You're honestly hanging out with them because you enjoy them and because you want to have a relationship with them, not because it's doing anything for you financially. So I can't imagine him thinking that from you. You know, if you were a different type of person, I could understand it. I don't think he's going to think that. I mean, I just can't imagine him thinking that. It's like, it shows here that he has a lot of respect for you and you him. It shows here that the love cup is full. The two of you care about one another. I can't imagine that he would think that you were looking at it as a financial situation. But I can understand why you think that, because there are people that do shit like that. I don't know. I mean, you could always just be honest with him and tell him, look, it's no strings attached. I just want to be adopted because I feel closer to you than any other male role model in my life. That's what I would do if it means something to you. You know, I feel like, I hate to say this because sometimes this is definitely bitten me in the ass in my day. Like, life is too short to not really tell people how you feel. And even if, you know, like if you're living from your true authentic self, you can't really go wrong. Like, what's the worst that happens? He says no. Why would he say no? You know what I mean? Like, it's such a nice thing. Like, imagine if somebody asked you to adopt them. I mean, that's really nice. I mean, I've had the opposite. I've heard, like, the opposite where the step-parent wanted to adopt the kid, and the kid was like, no fucking way. I have a father, or I have a mother, and I'm not, who are you? But you showed up, and what? But this is the opposite. I mean, I don't think you have anything to lose. And I think that, yeah, I think that you and him have a nice, you know, relationship. I think he always cared about you. And then I would just tell him the truth. I'm not looking for anything. And you know, see how that goes. And the executor of his will and the person that is like the, what do they call it, power of attorney, would really be in control of it anyway. So it's not like you're coming in and snatching anything from anyone. I mean, if he had no money at all, you would still want him to do it. So that's the, you know, like, that's where you're coming from. It's not like, hey, I'm going to get something out of this. My nephew, he's a real pill. Martha. Was the Aries one of my soulmates? I'm going to ask a bunch of people. Okay, let's see. Was the Aries one of my soulmates? I don't think so. I think it was karmic. But just overall, like generally, like throughout life, soulmates usually come in and out. So it could be really bizarre situations. Like, you date somebody when you're 15, you don't see them for 10 years, then you run into them somewhere, you start dating them again. And it doesn't have to be love either. It could also be like friends or teachers. So you'll know because these people will keep showing back up in your life at some point. Ashley, when will I receive my $10,000 grant? Within the next 3 months. 3 weeks to 3 months. I don't know if 3 months comes up stronger. I would say within the next 3 months. Joe, does this Does SAP have other options? I would say yes. Shaquille, will I get my $10,000 grant? Yes, I think you will. Yeah. Martha, was the Leo one of my soulmates? No, I don't think so. No, so far to all three of them. Let's see. See who else comes up. Kara, will you regret blocking me and try to come back? Yeah, but it could take time. I'm only getting a 33% chance, yes. He's feeling a little bit out of balance and he's trying to move forward. So it may take time before he comes back around. I don't know what his problem is. How he's scared. Well, my brother and I were very young. So, and idiots, naive. What happened was, after my mother died, right, he went and he became power of attorney and he was on all my grandmother's accounts. Now, she was alive. My mother died in 99. My grandmother lived, I think, until 2013. Although I'm not exactly sure because I wasn't told that she died, so I didn't go to the funeral. Found out afterwards that she died. I think she died in 2013 or 2012. Anyway, she lived a long time after my mom died. But now that was her son. So she had every right to take money out of the bank and give it to him if she wanted to. But I'm not so sure that that's what was happening. Because, like, she wasn't giving me any money. And I was struggling, working 2 jobs, living here by myself, trying to support myself. I mean, she would, like, come over sometimes with groceries, but she never gave me, like, thousands of dollars. Now, what happened was my grandmother, like, I don't know the way it works, like every state is different, but in New York State, it goes back 5 years. I don't know if that's in all the states. So if somebody becomes like they can't live on their own anymore and they have to go into a home, the state will take their assets to pay for the home. So if you, what you can do, and most older people will sign the house or whatever they have over to their children that still live there. So my grandmother did that. She signed the house over to 50% to my uncle, 25% to me and my brother. But all of her accounts, all of her money, and we know that she had plenty of money because my grandfather worked like a dog and he saved in the downstairs of their house when my grandfather died, in the basement in a lockbox was $40,000 worth of face value $40,000 worth of stock bonds, which I don't even know if they do that anymore, but way back when people would buy bonds, I don't know if you paid $25 for it, it matured and then it was eventually worth more, like $50, I don't know. He had $40,000 face value. God knows how much money that was really. All that money, like when she died, her whatever was in her accounts should have gone 25% to me, 25%. But once the house, we had to sell the house, all of a sudden he started trying to scam us. Like he wanted us to pay the taxes on the house when she was still living in it. But he didn't want the money to come out of her account. He wanted my brother to pay the taxes. Why? She still lives there. She's still collecting my grandfather's pension and her Social Security. Why are we paying the taxes? Anyhow, so all of the accounts, like, he took over. So any money that she had, and we know that she had money, her car, they took her car. They cut off her cell phone so that she had no way to contact my brother and I. So we never heard from her again. Like, that was it. They literally locked her in the basement, and she only lived 2 more years after that, and then she died. We don't know how she died. Yeah. Like, meanwhile, it's like my cousin's like pulling up in like a brand new Camaro. Like, the kid's never worked a day in his fucking life. But, you know, and we're so stupid that, like, we didn't even think. You know, like, I would never think to question, you know, like, meanwhile, here I am driving a 2006 Beetle. It's got like 200,000 miles on it. And this kid who's not, meanwhile, and I work like an animal, and he couldn't hold a job. Here he comes showing up in a brand new $40,000 car. How does that happen? Anyway. Anyway. So that's how that went down. That's why I would advise anyone when it comes to money and family. You know, like, when it comes to money, don't trust anybody, because you know, like, think about it. Like, that's my godfather. That's my dead mother's brother. Like, if you could do that to me and my brother, like, how, like, that's like me doing it to my little nephew Nicky, taking his inheritance. Disgusting. But anyway. So if you're watching this, I can't. It's negative energy. I don't need them. Kara, he's been my dad since I'm 3 months. Aw, I'll sign something to say I didn't receive anything, just to, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's right. I mean, and so, like, if he's raised you since you're 3 months old, like, how could he not, you know, like, that, biology doesn't mean shit. You know, it's like the time, the effort, the holidays, the Christmases, you know, like, that's, like, yeah. I think that you're going to get what you want. I hope it works out. I think it will. Jay, how hard to read girls feeling about me today? Did you see her today, or there was no work today? I'm just curious if there was work today, because I feel like her energy is more intense around you when you guys are working. She felt good, cause for celebration. 7 of Wands. You may see her becoming a little bit more perseverant, or put more effort in. And she does. She thinks about you a lot. She thinks you're attractive. She thinks you're smart. All right, relax, Dylan. I'll be right with you. All right, can we cut off the super chats, because he's got OUT. Thanks. Magician. See it. Kira, what can I expect if I ask the level his? I think he'll be honored. How could you not be honored? Yeah, I think he's going to be touched. Things change for the better. The love cup is full. I can't imagine that he wouldn't be. There's good luck around the situation. I mean, imagine if somebody asked you that. Like, that's, I mean, that really says something. Let me get him some water. See, be quiet for a couple of minutes. and I'll be right with you. Go ahead, finish eating that. There you go, buddy. Oh! All right. Magician. Would I get accepted to the university I'm thinking of if I applied after I finish my current studies, if I finish my current studies this year? I think you would. Yep. Kira for cinema because it almost made me cry. I mean, but really, how could you not be touched by somebody asking you to adopt them? How could that not, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I had a girl who I used to send money to, like, it was Children's International. I don't know if they're still around. But I never even met her. She was in Colombia. And I had her from the time she was 2 until the time she was 18. And then she was no longer part of the program. And I used to send her, like, at Christmas time, I would send her a box with, like, clothes and toys in it. Because if you sent money, they would buy things like toothbrushes. And, you know, it's great that you give her a toothbrush, but she's a little kid. Can she have a toy? You know? So anyway, so I used to, like, buy clothes and stuff like that and send it to her. Because I felt like, you know, it's nice that she gets to have soap, but she's a kid. You know, like, it would be nice if she could wear, like, shirts, you know, that are in style and that kind of stuff. And I think about her, and I never even met her. So, and if she asked me to adopt her, I would be, I would feel like, I would be honored. Like, how could you not feel like that? Shaquille, when exactly will I get my $10,000 grant? I would say sometime in the fall, possibly, with the spades. I don't know, timing is kind of difficult. There's a 6 around it. I don't think it's going to happen in June. So I would say probably early fall. Or maybe within the next 6 weeks. That could be possible within the next 6 weeks. Cinnamon, reading with him today. Okay. Reading with him. Looks like a pretty good day. I don't know what you're doing, but there's ambition and passion around. It also looks like you may be feeling a little bit more stable and grounded. Communication between the two of you may be good. And yeah, it looks like there's cause for celebration. I don't know, it should be a good day. Should have a good time. A Fury. I'm Sarah Wu. Oh, Wu's feelings for me. Okay. We recently had a disagreement. I would think that this person thinks highly of you. There's a lot of respect here. You had a disagreement. It's not the end of the world. I don't think it's changed the way that they feel about you. The love cup is still full and things are moving forward. Yeah. And yeah, it's just a disagreement. It's fine. I don't think that they killed her, no. I don't think that they killed her, but I think what happened was, and I don't know, like, I don't know all the different details as far as the money is concerned, so I can't really say, but like I can't like after my mom died, like all of a sudden they expanded their house, they put an in-the-ground pool in the backyard. I can't say that I know for sure that it was my grandmother's money, but it just seems like all of a sudden, like my mother died, and then all of a sudden everything started to change. They redid their house, they whatever, which is fine. Like if my grandmother said, "Here, I'm giving you $100,000. I want you to do whatever you want with it," that's fine. But my grandmother, I don't think was that way. I mean, I never saw it. I mean, she just, I don't know, just wasn't like that. And she didn't have the attitude like, I'm going to die one day and I'd rather see you happy now. Her attitude was kind of like, I need it for myself. She was very selfish. She was spoiled. She was the only child. Her parents were, I think, pretty well off, and she was kind of spoiled. So I don't think that she was like that. I don't think they killed her, but what I think happened, and I think this happens with a lot of older people, she lost her independence. She wasn't able to drive. She didn't have a cell phone, so she couldn't call anyone. And I think that it just, like living in the downstairs, and I don't think that they were particularly nice to her. I think that it just took a toll on her. Like, you just kind of lose it after a while. I think that there's a lot to be said for even people that don't retire. Like, people that don't retire or people that continue to work. Like, we had a lot of retirees that would come and work at A&P just for something to do and to stay on a schedule and to have a reason to get up and go somewhere. Those people tend to stay young because they're active, they're busy, they're talking to people, they're forming different relationships with different people, even if they're work relationships. I don't think she had any of that, and I think that living in the basement like that just took a toll on her, and she just deteriorated. I don't know how she died, so I can't say, as far as I know, she didn't have anything like cancer or diabetes or anything like that. I mean, her health was always in pretty good shape, but once she wasn't driving and she couldn't go anywhere, and we couldn't go over there because it was their house. Yeah, like what? I don't know. I think she just kind of like deteriorated. Like mentally, it's not good to like not have any out or have anything to do. Anyway, she was a tough person to get along with, though. So, it's not like she was the easiest. She was the one that used to come here Saturday mornings at like 8 o'clock, and she would just keep calling and calling until I answered. And if I didn't answer, she would just show up. So she was one of those. Martha, have I ever met one of my soulmates? Well, yeah. I mean, there are soulmates in your life that aren't relationships, that aren't romantic. Friends are karmic. Neighbors, I mean, can be soulmates. Teachers. Yeah, you definitely have soulmates in your life. It's not, people have the idea that it has to be a romantic relationship that lasts forever, and that's not usually what it is. It's usually something that's very difficult, very passionate, but very painful. Whereas karmic relationships are usually like they begin and they end, and you heal from them, and you move on. Like, I would say my relationship with my first boyfriend, Tom, even though it was a significant relationship, it's like it began and it ended. I mean, I don't think that like him and I will ever reconnect anywhere else, ever. Like, I just don't think that, because I just think it was a karmic thing. And I think it was what it was. Doesn't mean it was a bad relationship. It was actually a really good relationship that functioned really well, but it began and it ended. And I think a lot of marriages are like that, where people, like, they've never broken up. They've never had like distance or space in between the two of them, and they're karmic relationships and they function well. And then there are people like that are soulmates that like it's not a romantic relationship, it's still a soulmate connection. And like one of my friends, I feel like her whole family to me is a soulmate connection, because they're always coming back in and out of my life, and they've been a significant part of my life since the time I was about 7 years old. But they're not always in my life. Like, I'll go years without speaking to them, and then all of a sudden I run into someone somewhere, and the relationship picks up right where it left off. So that's a soulmate kind of a thing. Where a karmic thing is like it begins, it ends, and that's it. You learn what you learn and you move on. But yeah, you got soulmates in your life right now. You've got happiness too. Possibly around an earth sign that is a soulmate. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. And maybe a Libra. But it doesn't have to be, they don't have to be romantic. They could be best friends, neighbors, teachers sometimes. Like, you could have a teacher in like elementary school, and then you don't see them for 10 years, and then all of a sudden you wind up running into them somewhere. Like, here, how about this? I had an acting agent in a town not far from here, a couple of towns over. And I went to her school for years. And I met these two teachers who are actors. I think her name was Ginny and Steve. They were a married couple. So when I was going to audition to get into NYU, I worked with Ginny on my monologues that I was going to do as my audition. But I worked with Steve for a long time too, and I used to see them all the time in the A&P. Well, I hadn't seen them for years, right? I hadn't seen them years go by. And now all of a sudden I'm teaching yoga, and who comes in to take my class? Steve. So now I'm the teacher and he's the student. So it's like shit like that. Sometimes it's like there's a significance why these people come in and out of your life. You know, and those to me are more like soulmate connections, even though they're not romantic connections. It doesn't have to be. It's just there's a reason why this soul is brought to you. And then recently I was watching a YouTube video. Shit, I don't remember what the topic was, but Steve was in it. And I was like, damn, that's Steve. Can't remember what the topic was. Anyhow. Oh, hey, Dingus. Long time no see. How you been? I'm going to do one for Dingus before we go because I haven't seen him in a long time. We had two people come back we haven't seen in a long time today. Let me just do that one for Dingus, love, because it's been a long time since we've seen him. Got a new beginning when it comes to love. If you're not with anyone right now, water sign comes in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Might be making a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, which then leads you to success around love and a long-term commitment. Got a long-term commitment. Let's see what happens. Guys, soulmate, I would say you have a Libra around you. And then what was the other one that I said? Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. And sometimes the way soulmates come in, it's that you could know somebody, right? And nothing has ever happened with them. Like you went to school with Joe, nothing ever happened. You weren't interested in him. You just knew who he was. And then 5 years go by, 10 years go by, 20 years go by. And then you run into him at the convenience store, and then all of a sudden, now it's like, now all of a sudden you find yourself in a relationship with this person. And you had no idea that you had that connection with him, but it's somebody from the past. And that's why when the Six of Cups shows up and people are automatically thinking exes, it doesn't have to be an ex, it could be somebody like that. Like that's happened to me before, where and the soulmate connection comes back, and I'm like, this was a soulmate? I had no idea. Zara, general reading for the next 15 days. General readings for the next 15 days. Okay, you've got a water sign coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You have negativity moving into the past. You've got a Virgo coming in and an Aries coming in over the next 15 days. It also looks like you may be feeling a little bit better and more energetic or a little bit more stable. You could also have a new journey on the horizon in the next 15 days. How are you feeling now that it's showing that you maybe have more energy? I'm wondering how you're feeling. Anyhow, I will do Mel. Is Will destined to have more children? Well, there's a 70% chance, yes, he will have more children. And with the Six of Rods, I would say, yeah, more than likely he will have more children. Or at least another child. My uncle's ass. All right, while he's being quiet, I'm going to try to get to a couple of more. Yanni, how does Adam feel about me? Damn, it disappeared. Evie, what my colleague SS feels about me, I like him. Okay, what does SS feel about me? What does SS feel about me? This person's got a lot of respect for you. They think that you're very intelligent. Things can move forward between the two of you quickly, and there could be cause for celebration. Sanch, next 24 hours. Next 24 hours. I would say your perseverance pays off. Somebody from your past could either come back or you may run into them. They may be a Capricorn. There's also an Aries around in the next 24 hours. Oh, there's Vianney. How does Adam feel about me? I'm starting to catch feelings. Good. I would say thinks that you're successful, attractive, kind-hearted, intelligent, sincere, and compassionate. I think that that's good. Jade. Jade's Cloud. Will I be able to go to university this year? Yes, I think you will be able to. Nav, love for July. Love for July. Got success coming in around love in July. Your perseverance pays off. There may be brand new energy coming in out of the clear blue sky. That could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You may at least not be feeling very stuck, but you might feel like things are moving forward in July. Sonia, can you do this one? What my cousin Ellen H and S and their daughters are, think and feel about me. What is their energy? Okay, what is their energy? Well, 4 people are going to have like different energy. They're not all going to have the same energy towards you. But I would say that overall they seem to have a lot of respect for you. They may think that you have a lot of potential, that you're very intelligent, very well balanced, and sincere. They may also think that you have a lot of choices and opportunity around you. But it's hard to say that 4 people are going to feel the exact same way. I got through most people, I think. Let me see who else I didn't get to. How about Pure Divine, general for the rest of the day? Wouldn't it be nice if I could finish everyone before he starts? Or she starts. You never know. Pure Divine, general for the rest of the day. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. You may be hearing from someone that you haven't spoken to in quite some time. Perseverance pays off. That leads you to success around whatever it is you've been working on. And you could have an Aries around of significance. Jay, in 2 readings, you mentioned a fire sign coming in my life. Could I know more about this sign? Okay. This person is somebody who's very happy, very passionate, very kind and caring. They may be somebody who either enjoys traveling or travels frequently for work, or it could be something that they're hoping to do in the future. I would say that They're very intuitive, very compassionate. Things could change around your relationship with them or around your life quickly when you meet them, and it could have long-term potential. Um, Nancy, love message about Sagittarius. Love message around Sagittarius. I would say listen to your intuition when dealing with this person. It looks like the relationship looks like wherever it is right now, this is kind of where it's going to stay. It's like slow and steady wins the race, but things look like they're okay right now. I would say if you've been feeling nervous or weighed down by the weight of the world, that seems to dissipate, and the relationship seems to be kind of stable right now. So things look pretty good. Oh, damn. Evie. No, that's not one. Oh, I did that one. SS, I did that one. Did I get through everyone? Is there anybody else here that I didn't answer for? Oh, damn. Grant. Miss Rosie, what's the outcome of the new contract if I sign it for work? What is the outcome of the new contract if I sign it for work? It looks like things move forward pretty quickly. You may be feeling like you've got good karma around the situation, and things could strengthen around that. You may be very focused on it. It looks positive. Get the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Feeling like you're being guided by the divine. It looks like it's positive. Whatever the contract is, I think you'll be happy with it in the long term. Anybody else here that I haven't answered for? How about Crystal? Crystal, I think, is the only person. Are you still there, Crystal Princess? You have a question? Oh, you're welcome. All right. If Crystal Princess is here, otherwise I'm going to go, and I'll be back on tonight at some point. But I'm going to have to take these guys OUT, which is kind of a project. No Crystal Princess? All right, I'll catch her later. Maybe she'll be back on tonight. Thank you all for being here.